How's it going, folks? Good evening. I'm Laughing Go Gardens. We just moved the dudes to a new pasture, or new pasture, new paddock. You can see behind me. It's a little bit bigger this evening, and we're kind of on a hill, so they kind of freak out a little bit. Some of them, if a majority of them were on this side, you'll hear one over there, and then one will come running, and then they'll kind of come running. So, kind of interesting to see because they kind of mob together. Well, they do mob together, not kind of. But I wanted to show y'all, like, what I should have started there, but that's right. We'll go right here. But with the type of vegetation I'm working with here, so back here, the hill, it was okay because I ran it right alongside the road right here. You can see. I just ran it right alongside the road, so I didn't really have to worry about much. The thing I got to worry about the most is the rabbit brush. These things here. So if a line is going to go through there, this one's pretty scattered right here, but there's certain areas where it's not. They're kind of clumped together, like a little bit further over here. We'll take a walk over. Yesterday was pretty nice. This area we still got to cover. Yeah, about right here where the road is. I didn't want to drive over this. And this, the salt brush, is another big issue for the netting because the net will grab it and then it's hanging on there. So that really sucks. I avoided this clump right here. So if I want them to graze on this, I would go around it at least 10 feet is what I found out. In the beginning, I wanted to, like run straight lines and all that and try to run it through little cracks like that, but it's not, I mean, it's doable, but yeah, it's going to frustrate you because the netting is going to grab onto it and all this other crazy nonsense. So that's bush number two that causes problems. That's the main one, rabbit brush as well. So those are the two biggest ones. The third is kind of like a secondary issue, but these foxtails here, yeah, they're kind of big. So what I do is I have to squish them down, and it takes a little bit more time to run a line if I do that. And then if we have like big bushes like this too, piles like clumps of it, that does that too. So I found out on that side where there's a lot of rabbit brush and foxtails is what I did here. I just drove like a distance as straight as I could, and I squished most of it down, and then I came back again and squished it a little bit more. So I did that on this side and on this side. So the only side I had to really squish down and walk on was the center rows. So that's like the three main ones that I got to deal with. Um, the needle and thread is okay. The only thing is when they get really tall. I don't have any on this side. There was some over here. And also, what's the other one? The rice grass, the Indian rice grass. That one too. They get tall, they get big, and they clump together. So those are the biggest issues that I face. The biggest ones being this salt brush. I believe that's called the salt brush, right? I think it's like the four-leaf salt brush or something like that. That's like the biggest one. Oh, here we go. I'll show you one with the rabbit brush or rabbit bush, rabbit bush, rabbit something. They call it gatsotan. So here is where we were the other day. I see that green one. I think that's like teff grass, or it could be like brome, or I think it's like native brome. I've seen it and I read about it, so I'm still trying to get the names down. Yeah, so that way at least I sound a little bit smart and a little bit about what I'm talking about with all these plants, So in Navajo they call it so it's like I think it's like brome grass. So I gotta look that up again. That's what my mom called it. So. But yeah, we left like strips of it between them, so I just kind of let them go to seed, and that redisperses the seeds. That's kind of like my thinking of how this should work. So I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll see. I'm waiting for the monsoon. and then we'll see how, this comes up. So yeah, they work a lot of this in. They trample the ground, they disturb the soil, bring up all those seeds as what it's supposed to do. So like here, like this, see, really big rabbit brush, all this crazy stuff over here. So let's flip this around here so you can see, like here, this is where we came through. So I had to, squish, 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 and it just kind of runs through there. And then this way, it just goes through here. So it's just kind of crazy, but this whole area right here is rabbit brush. Back there is even more. Rabbit brush and foxtail. And then we got the two doggies over here. Always picking on each other. All right, so that's what we got. So I just wanted to show you the terrain. I mean, over here is okay, as long as we don't have the salt brush. We can drive, make a path, and get the netting down, and we're good. It goes pretty quick. On the hill, we did the hillside before, but now we're gonna actually go on top of the hill, and make it back by next week. They're gonna get vaccinated, and this big guy is gonna be getting separated. As RJ, DBLA, the original DBLA, he came from Tatum, Jones Ranch, RJ, and here we have another DBLA. Thanks to the Jones family for discovering these dudes. Really amazing wool. So that's one of the ewe we got. Another one over here, and we got 3 ewes. And this dude's gonna get separated as well. Our little buck. He's full Navajo Angora. He was, raised here. So I'm saving him for the colored ones I got last year. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that. I gotta separate them all, but that's something I gotta worry about until December. But I know Mr. Blue, he's already been kind of sniffing the air, so has RJ, so I don't know, but I guess we'll wait and see October if we have any lambs, kids. We had a couple of June babies or kids. I know one is pregnant. She looks like she might have twins, so we're waiting to see. And Junior back here, he's going to get separated too. I saved him for the 2 boars, Lady and Jenny. Here's the other DBLA. They're all back there. So yeah, that's like, I wanted to show you all the. Oh, here's another common thing, problematic, I guess, for the netting. The Mormon tea. I don't know the actual name of that. I read it and I was like, oh, that's what that's called. Now I forgot it. So I don't know. We just call it Mormon tea. So common name. There's an Indian rice grass. Oh, I think that one is the rabbit brush, right? The what do you call that? I had it at the tip of my tongue, the Navajo name for it. Yeah, I think that one is the rabbit brush or rabbit bush. I think I've been telling you. Oh, that's the winter fat. Yes, that one is the rabbit bush. This one, the green stuff right here. This one's off. That one is the rabbit brush. The other one back here is winter fat. So if y'all were like, what are you talking about? That's not the name for that. So yeah, I got confused. I was pretty confident in saying it though, so I guess I kind of played it off right. So that's what we got. That's another one that kind of, you know, gets in the way. There's another one over there that I just noticed a while ago too. That one's like a little bit more greenish, so like light green. But yeah, well, I got to get back. We're gonna get dinner going. So, all right, dudes. We'll see you later. Have a good night, and we will see y'all later too. Peace.